in the state of Tennessee, any adults who help minors get gender-affirming care or an abortion are going to be punished. That's because of a bill that Republican Governor Bill Lee has just signed into law. Governor Lee is a huge supporter of the state's near total abortion ban. This isn't one of those states where they're saying, well, after X number of months or under these circumstances, there are exceptions like, being raped or molested or incest. No, this is a state that has a near total ban on abortion and has already passed numerous laws that restrict minors' ability to get an abortion. Tennessee, though, is now the first state to pursue penalizing adults who help minors to receive gender-affirming care, even with parental consent. They're also the second state to penalize those who help minors to get an abortion. So let me just make this clear, or clearer. If you get any kind of health care that is gender affirming, we're thinking specifically around youth who are navigating and negotiating a trans identity. It's not just that they're stopping you from getting stuff. It's not just that they're trying to punish the person for being trans, which is evil and disgusting and awful, but they're now trying to criminalize adults who help make it happen. So even if your parents say it's okay, it still isn't okay. The state is literally superimposing itself over parental rights. That's indefensible. Even if you think trans is wrong and everybody's going to hell and is evil and all that stuff, which is wrong, and homophobic and transphobic and all the stuff. But even if you believe that, whatever happened to those people who believe that kind of stuff, also believing in free speech, also believing in getting rid of the nanny state, also believing that parents should be able to raise their kids in a way that they want? If that's the case, then what are we doing? And the fact that it's happening in Tennessee is not surprising, because we continue to see more and more rules, more and more laws, more and more pushes to turn Tennessee and to turn really America into a proto-fascist state. In fact, it is a proto-fascist state. We're ultimately going to get to a fascist state because of how easily and uncritically we're willing to discard our own democratic principles, how easily and uncritically we're willing to yield our rights and cede our freedoms to respond to some undeserved right-wing criticism and right-wing anxiety and right-wing fear of a lawless nanny state that doesn't really exist. Newsflash: conservatives, you're winning. Right-wingers, you're up. We're the ones fighting the fight for a thicker and deeper and more profound version of democracy than this country can currently offer. So we got to keep fighting, because even when we think the fight is over, the Republicans are turning it up a notch. And they're not just doing it at the national level. In fact, they do the opposite. They go city by city, state by state, changing laws. And so they have momentum to fight and change these national laws. That's what's happening every single day in this country. And that's why we got to stay on top of it.